Hey everyone, this is Fi. Today I'm checking out Planetoid. This is a game I have not seen before. It's part of the Reddit Feedback Friday. We're going to give this a playtest, see if we can give some useful feedback. Just a reminder, if you have a game you want playtested, you can always contact me. There's an email in the description. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and read the post on Reddit here. It says, Planetoid, space shooter with orbital mechanics. I am an aspiring hobby developer, and this is my first real attempt at a game. This is a demo consisting of the first 6 levels. Besides general feedback, I am especially interested in the following 2 questions. Both testers so far have had the general comment that it is too difficult. I'd like to know if more people agree or if my friends just suck at it. While the core mechanics are in place, I am certainly missing some additional game mechanic to make it fun. Ideas are very welcome. Alright, so that's all. We're going to go ahead and give this a shot. Let's get rid of the overlay. And we'll see what we can do here. So it's got an interesting opening menu here. I've not seen anything past this point. Looks like got a little bit of distortion. Looks like when the yeah, just the 3D view. In any case, I did notice the volume of the background music here is maybe a little loud, so that might be something worth looking at. A lot of people make their games a bit too loud, I've noticed in all the playtests that I do, so I might want to just compare it to some other games you have. That being said, hopefully it sounds okay in the recording. It looks like we don't have any options. This is quite pretty though. Alright. Oh, that's kind of cool how it's behind the planets here. Alright, let's go ahead and new game then, we'll see what happens. Oh wow. We've got some cinematics. the material on the ship is probably a little much. It looks very gnarly. I think something smoother would probably look better. Being said, this is kind of cool. You're not worried, we will get through this. Welcome back. Alright, so is this like an AI or something? Killing rotation. That's better. It's been a while. Let's test your basic controls. Okay. Try to kill your velocity. Oh, I didn't. Relative to this sector, so that kind of disappeared a little fast. Interesting. Stop the ship thrust up. Torque left and right. Oh, okay. This is one of these things. Oh gosh. Excellent. Your external view can zoom in and out. Try zooming far out. That left control, left alt. Okay, so I don't really like having to reach for the alt key too much if I don't have to. But I don't know how much this is used in gameplay. I'll zoom back in. It goes up pretty darn far, you can't really see yourself very well. Should find a friendly orbital. Alright. Try using your path predictor to look for a planetoid. Big path left shift. Alright, so yeah, the way it kind of pops up the text right here, and then it you can see kind of a log down here, but it pops up right here, but it doesn't really stay long enough for you to read it comfortably, so I would consider making that last a little longer. Okay, so this is shows your future path due to gravity. Oh, okay. And it indicates a planetoid slowly pulling us in. That's cool. So I guess I want to go that way, right? We need to get into orbit. We want to use aim slightly below so we make an orbit, not a crater. Speed up until I say stop. So it looks like there's no there's no like friction on the rotation or anything, which is obviously realistic, but it's probably a bit annoying. Because you're like constantly having to counteract it. Oh. Aim to pass below it like this. That's cool. This whole view is kind of neat. I guess this is context sensitive if you're close to a planet or something. Alright, that was enough then. We got it in scanner range. Zoom back out a bit. Really? Okay. You still need to get close to the friendly orbital. Oh yeah, we are pretty close to the planet, aren't we? Scanner should show it as a green dot. Over here. Oh, this? Need to carefully match its orbit. Oh my gosh, this is... I thought I was playing a shoot 'em up game. This is more more of a simulation at this point. Rendezvous with green orbital and planetal orbit. Okay, so yeah, I'm going like way off course here. Oops, I was rotated the wrong way. I was looking down here and I didn't realize. So at this point, it's kind of hard to see because I don't know anymore where the planet is relative to me. So let's see, shift is showing me, why is it showing in that direction? Going off towards another planet? I'm very confused at this point. So yeah, this has become very disorienting. Why is it showing it in this direction now? There's also not... I mean, I guess the red line is showing your velocity, right? So I could be anywhere at this point. Alright, so it's showing down. I'm hoping that that down is the planet that I was wanting to... How do we do this again? It's not going to do the... I don't know if I'm going too fast. I've got fuel and everything. So I don't know if you're using like... I've got my hand on the mouse here. I don't even know if it uses the mouse or... Oh, there's a thing. Crap, what are the buttons? Zoom in. Alright, so the zooming in... Please don't run into it. Alright, we made it back at least. So when you zoom out like all the way... Shush, no. It's gonna pull me in, isn't it? I'm going the wrong way for orbit. But I noticed that when you zoom out all the way... This happened a minute ago and it doesn't seem to be happening now, but like when I pressed the zoom in button, it seemed like it took a minute before it like actually worked. So I was like pressing the buttons and wondering like why it wasn't working. And this thing up here is kind of blocking my view at this point for up here. I guess the scanner is probably all I need though. Can I just go straight back here? I'm gonna run out of fuel though, so that's not fun. And yeah, I don't really like having to constantly counteract my rotation. But what I was starting to say before, it would probably be nice if you could just like use the mouse wheel for your zoom. Because the control and all is really kind of annoying in my opinion. Oh gosh, okay, well I can see it now. No. So that wasn't great. So yeah, that's part of the problem with this kind of game is it's extremely hard to make fine adjustments because of the fact that you have to rotate your ship in order to add thrust in a particular direction, and then it takes a while to actually rotate it. So those two factors together make it so that making fine adjustments is very, very difficult. So, okay, so clicking restart level didn't seem to do anything. Why is it zooming when I click on this? Oh, it looks like left and right mouse button are doing zoom. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, but, I mean, it would just make sense to me to use the mouse wheel for that. But I guess that's helpful too. But yeah, the restart level thing doesn't seem to want to respond. So I guess I'm gonna Alt F4. We'll just relaunch the game. So hopefully, okay, you can see, continue level 1. Where is this gonna bring me if I click on this then? Just the beginning. Alright, can I skip this though? That would be helpful. Only saved at the beginning of that. Oh, there's controls here, that's nice. Oh, skip tutorial. Oh wait, I shouldn't have done that, because... Or should I have? Okay, so... is this gonna work this time? Alright, because I think... See, I'd like to skip this kind of cinematic part, because it's just taking time, you know? After I've seen it once, I don't need to see it again. But I think that part where I died was still part of the tutorial, so that's why I'm not skipping it. But yeah, it definitely seemed like it's very disorienting once I kind of overshot the planet and then I ended off in some other place, and there's not really any way to get your bearings. I really only figured it out by using, I mean, there's this thing, but it was like showing different planets, I guess, that I was getting close to, and I was supposed to stop it first. I guess I stopped it. Well, like, I'm going in this direction. Okay. Yeah. So what is this flashing thing then? Right. Oh, that's a different thing up here, or am I going past it? I guess so. There's some other object, I don't know. Zoom all the way in to look ahead. Aim to pass below it. This is really cool though, it's just this whole zoom. The view of this, the skybox here kind of looks obviously like cube mapped, but apart from that, pretty cool. This, why is it doing this from so far away from the ship now, though? It kind of seems like it's maybe a little buggy, because it's not zooming in as much anymore. So that's weird. using a lot of fuel. Is it gonna show up at some point? I like how the line here lingers though, that's nice. I'm a little confused as to why it's not showing up though. It makes me wonder if it's not working. Because I don't remember using up this much fuel before. Maybe it was that planet that I flew by a long time ago that for some reason wasn't being pointed at by this thing. Why is this changing? I don't know what any of this means. That's being weird. Alright, so yeah, I don't think this is intended behavior. So I'm gonna go ahead and try quitting again. That means I have to go through it all over again, unfortunately, but not much choice. Okay, just have to wait through it. Alright. Okay. Alright, so yeah, this is gonna be... show it as a green dot. I'm not going into orbit at all. I'm just like shooting out away from it. If I'm intended to be orbiting, why did it just complete? I guess I'm just flying off a lot faster than I think. It's really quite disorienting. Alright, I can see the green thing though. Might be nice just to have some like space dust. Nothing else that could kind of help to show your velocity in some sense. I know the red thing is trying to. Oh, I can see space dust now because I'm getting close to the planet, I guess. Alright, using lots of fuel. Goodness sake, how? Oh my gosh. extremely challenging to make these little... Alright, we're at least in control here, so this is going well at this point. I hope I don't have to do anything too weird to dock with this thing or whatever. I guess we're just supposed to get inside the green part. Okay. It's working. Alright. So after I flew past it, thankfully didn't fly into it. We have ammunition. Oh gosh, I almost shot the damn thing. It'd be nice if there's some kind of little helper things here, like something that could just... Like after you successfully do this, something that could like grab onto you or something. So you don't have to keep like correcting yourself even while you're in here. Long range sensors are damaged beyond repair. What is this? Oh, interesting. The beacon probe just went live in this sector. See, I'm floating away from it. Locate source of signal. Interesting. Find it. Alright, so we're just gonna go towards whatever this thing is. Now, was this ever actually explained, or did I just... do this to... Alright, so this is looking ahead. I want to change my view, I gotta kind of do this. Oh, I'm like, I already went past it, didn't I? Unfortunately. Yeah, so at least we have fuel now. Now, unfortunately, the text box is kind of taken up. I'm trying to look here. Oh, there we go. This is, what is it, the sun? Yeah, the UI is taking up a lot of the screen space, unfortunately, so it's a little problematic. Oh, this right here, okay. Thankfully I didn't, well, I didn't realize I was spinning around. I was trying to go this way, and I was looking at other things, and my ship was so small that I couldn't tell that I was just spinning wildly. So yeah, I don't personally care for having to continuously compensate for the rotation. How far am I from this now? I can't... Oh my gosh. It just gets super disorienting once everything gets out of your field of view. Because you don't get a sense, like you could be drifting like way off and you don't really get a sense of how far you traveled away from it or anything. So it's pretty disorienting. Okay, so there's this thing right here. Get closer to... Try to get closer. He's talking pretty fast and I'm trying to... Preparing for long range transit. Cryosleep, okay. Unfortunately, it's hard to read this and kind of keep myself in control here at the same time. Alright, we made it through level 1. These beacons show the way for lost travelers. What beacons? There are many of them in this sector. Follow them one after the other and we should be able to find help. I guess just whatever is emitting this. Oh my gosh, why am I... Turn. I'm a little confused as to why the level started me out like flying towards this giant planet. Yeah, I'm worried about the fuel because it's just so easy to get screwed up that you end up having to like burn tons of fuel to fix whatever mistakes you've made, and it would suck to run out like game over. Gosh, I'm not going the right direction at all, am I? Alright, that's helpful. Unfortunately, when I'm when I'm zoomed out this far, it's really hard to tell what my ship orientation is. That's actually something you can fix pretty easily. You just add some kind of visual indicator. Once you zoom out past X distance, make it show this, some kind of visual that just shows your ship orientation and all that. Fortunately, I'm not getting much closer. It just keeps spinning around in front of me. Okay, there's a green thing, so this is one of these. Holy crap, I'm going so fast. Where did all this come from? That's so confusing. Oh, the restart level button. It's not working. Okay. Means we're gonna have to Alt F4 the game again, unfortunately. It's not so bad. I think I can start from that level anyways. I didn't really get anywhere. I just kind of spun around for a while, then died. Okay, continue level 2. Is it showing? Alright. Oh, I forgot I had shots, so it shakes a lot when you're this zoomed in. It's kind of funny. Alright. So yeah, the biggest problems with having at this part is just being very disoriented. And like I flew over here into that planet like super fast. I didn't realize I was hurtling towards that, and then it was too late. I couldn't stop or anything. It's one of these things where like if you don't screw up in the first place, then things are a lot easier, but once you start making mistakes, then stuff kind of hurtles out of control on you, and it's hard to fix things, so I don't know what this means. I guess I just go find the next one then. So that wasn't entirely clear to me, but I can see on this mini-map thing that there's a different thing emitting radio waves or whatever that is. It's kind of cool looking though. Alright, too fast, too fast. See, I didn't really... Oh my gosh, see, I could have died very easily at this point if I ran into one of these, because I couldn't really see it coming before. I mean, I did, but only just in time. And I can't. Alright, this is better. Okay, so there's like a moon around this. There's the other one of these things, right? It's right here. Oh, he's drifting away. Oh, stop spinning. I don't like the spinning. So go to the next one then. Oh gosh, no. There's a moon over here I want to avoid, if possible. I'm not doing a good job of it, oh my gosh. Alright. Why is it showing in that direction? Like there's nearer planets. Is there just like a giant planet in that direction? That's weird to me. Alright, now it's showing in that direction. Alright. So I don't necessarily want to just keep holding the throttle down the whole time, I don't think, because I just accelerate. So that's probably a good thing not to do. So that was a moon, and it looks like the probe thing is on the other side of the planet here. Which I'm not quite into a collision course with yet. Alright, I gotta... no, other way. Stop spinning. Man, that thing flew close to the planet though. Alright, we're doing it. That's what I don't like about these sorts of games, is when you just have to spin like all the way around before you can add the amount of thrust you want in the other direction. Fighting with inertia and everything. Alright, we did it. So, is that all? There we go. Those are the next long-range coordinates preparing for long-range transit. So, next level? Level 3 jammed. There's supposed to be a beacon here, something is wrong. There appears to be an array of orbitals in the sector jamming us. Find them and destroy them. Okay. Interesting. So it looks like it carries over your stuff from the last level, which I'm just gonna guess is gonna be like saved in your save file. So if I were to like go to the main menu and start on this level, it would like remember these, maybe. Alright. Oh, what is that? What's that? Ooh, oh, don't. It keeps spinning. Leave your ship alone and it'll just keep spinning. Am I supposed to destroy this, or? Oh, there's more than one. Oh, stop spinning. I don't like the spinning. I really don't like the spinning. Oh, come on. Oh, this is so bad. Alright. Nice, you need to destroy 7 more. Okay. So it's not really indicated clearly, as far as I can tell, which things are orbitals, but I can kind of guess by kind of the size and shape of them, I guess. Oh, come on, stop flying away. I just want to be in like a nice orbit, and I'm just flying off in this direction. For goodness sake, I'm not even close to going where I wanted to be. I was trying to chase this guy to like go around the orbit here, but I just keep I'm not going. Why am I still going this way? What the heck? I don't know why that just feels so weird. I'm sure it's like working exactly according to what inputs I made, but it just gets really disorienting for some reason. Now I have to go the other way, I guess. I'm burning so much fuel. Oh gosh. Holy cow. I guess because I got too close to the planet, I couldn't escape the gravity. Alright, that's not working again. So that was kind of rude of you, Mr. Planet. Alright, gonna have to close the game again. Try launching again. That went terribly. Alright, this thing is right here. But it like sends you drifting upwards. So like, oh my gosh, the aiming though. What is that? Scrap, I guess. Okay. But yeah, when you start the level, you're like already drifting upwards. So like, I wasn't looking at what any of this stuff was. I was just reading the text, and then like, by the time I actually started playing, I was completely gone from this area. I guess this is just a planet. Okay. I keep thinking the right mouse button is going to be zoom out, and the left mouse button is going to be zoom in, but it's opposite. Alright. The aiming is extremely difficult because of the fact that... Oh, that worked. Nice. So I guess I'm not going to try and chase any of that scrap. In fact, oh, it's not pulling in. So this is something you could fix quite easily. You just have to increase the angle at which they're being pulled in over time so that they don't orbit you infinitely like this. It's quite weird. Oh, these things are right here. Don't run away from me. I need to kill you. Alright. Am I in like a reasonable orbit? Or is this just gonna launch me if I stop? Is this line gonna show me like if I enter like an actual orbit? Alright, this is giving me an idea that I'm gonna end up out here, right? It just seems extremely hard to just actually enter a stable orbit. Maybe it's physically accurate, I don't know, but it's definitely not like a simple thing. You don't just kind of get close to the planet and it just kind of pulls you cleanly around. It seems like you have to be like a very particular speed and everything. Now I'm going off in this direction. See, I just want to go around. That thing is right up close to the planet. So I just want to like go around the planet. I get there, but I just can't seem to do it, so. Oh, I used almost over half my fuel already. So the best thing to do at this point seems to be just to wait for it to come back around. Alright. So yeah, it's hard to aim because of the fact that you just keep rotating constantly. So if you just want to aim at a particular spot, it's hard to do. Okay. So from here, it's not giving me... Okay. It's not giving me a clear indication of where to go. I think off in this direction there was more, but like there's not... Alright, I can see a thing here. But from where I was just then, there was no indication whatsoever where to go next. So like, you know, if you end up getting lost in some way and you're just like going off in completely the wrong direction, then you can just end up wasting a ton of time and just, you know, die out there with no fuel or something. So it'd be nice to have something to kind of show you where your objective is or something like that. I'm hoping I don't run out of ammo or something. Running out of anything would just be awful. And ammo is hard to conserve because of the challenges of aiming. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. See all those bullets I just wasted. Oh, come on. Alright. Alright, where am I going? I'm going... Don't know if that is one, I think... That's like a moon or something. Oh, that is a moon. It's not one of these things at all. Alright, so that's one. So these look basically identical on this radar type thing. Oh my gosh, it's just so... I can't go that close to the planet. Right? Because it'll just like pull me in and kill me. I guess if I fuel low, no. Oh, I spun around the other way again. I'm trying to go down. No, I'm going further and further away. I am not getting closer, am I? I think it's over here now. Oh my gosh, and I'm already so low on fuel. Oh gosh. I'm not gonna make it. I have to use too much fuel to correct this. So I'm thinking like if I just matched the speed of this object, then I would kind of follow the orbit it's making. But this isn't great. It's just pulling me in. Oh my gosh. So yeah, trying to like intercept this by flying towards the planet doesn't seem to work because the planet just kills me. So I definitely need to go like around, but I keep getting like way off course and trying to match this thing's speed and the orbit around it while like actually I have to catch up to it. So I think that's kind of the thing that makes it harder, is that you have to catch up to it. So like even if I made a perfect orbit around the planet, but I was like over here, there's no way for me to get from there to here unless I like accelerate, but you can't really cleanly accelerate around this orbit. You just like accelerate in a direction and then you end up going like this way instead of like around. So that's pretty tough. I don't think this button's gonna work, is it? No. I only needed to kill 2 more too, that's too bad. Well, I'm gonna give it one more shot then. Alright, so there's one right here. Oh, it's so annoying when bullets get so close, but they go past. Alright, 7 more, so I don't know if there's... Guess we'll just go for this one first. Too fast. If I had like infinite ammo, then I'd probably be spamming it a lot more just to kill this thing, but I have to like actually conserve that. This makes it that much harder. I don't know if there's a refuel type thing, whatever that thing was called. Oh no, please don't, please don't. Oh no. Yeah, I can't correct at this point. I'm screwed. Alright. So yeah, it's kind of silly how you can... Oh, I can rotate a little bit, but I can't get away from the planet. So yeah, this isn't a great state to be in. At this point, if it's physically impossible for me to escape the planet, then the game might as well just have like a kill state when you touch the planet or something, because... Actually, I don't even know if I can kill myself from this point. Oh, it's working. Okay. Alright, so it wasn't physically impossible, but I did spin around at the end and kill myself. What happens if I hit enter? Oh, that worked. Okay. That was more successful than clicking. So yeah, trying to maneuver around that planet and like not get pulled into the gravity while these things are flying so close to it. It's really rough. Imminent collision with what? Whatever that is? Stop spinning, please. Okay, like 2 bullets hit. Oh my gosh, come on, dude. I'm not in an orbit at all. Am I? Alright, it's dead. Now I have to get to these two somehow. Oh boy. How do I get myself into a proper orbit around this? See, I can't accelerate around this. I end up just going off in a direction. No. Jeez, heck. I can't even get to that because I was going too fast. Gosh, why is it? That's a weird orbit. Alright, there is one of these. That's good to know. I just hang out here for a while until... So hopefully that thing won't mess me up flying past me. Alright, that worked. I don't know if I should try and get more stuff down here or what. It's weird that I'm going like almost the same velocity as these things, but I'm not like even close to orbiting the planet. I just go off in this direction, so it seems counterintuitive to me. Alright, there's 2 of these. I guess I'm coincidentally kind of drifting into their path, so Try and get those. Oh, come on. Okay. I don't know if I can get to this one without smashing into the planet, and this the giant thing is covering up my view here. Alright, we're not on a collision course. It's working. It's working. Oh, nice. That worked like perfectly. But there's a moon over there. Okay, well, I don't know what this flashing up here was. I'm kind of scared. I kind of want to get to this thing, but I'll probably kill myself trying to. The way things have been going. Going too fast. No. Slow down. Cool, I did it. I got more stuff. No, 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 no. Oh my goodness. Alright, I want to go that way. Oh gosh. It's terrible. I just wanted to top myself off here. Okay, let's see if we can get what's left out here. I don't know if that's one of these or not. Please don't. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I can see this is giving me useful information. I'm gonna have to slow down, I think, before I reach it. Still on a good course, but I'm not getting any closer to it, am I? This one's getting closer, though. I can't see it yet. Is that it right here? This glowing part? It's really close to the planet. Accelerated too much, I guess. So yeah, I guess I need to try and use this line here more anyways. It's still okay. Oh no. This is so crazy. Like, I'm trying to watch up here and watch down here. It might be nice that this line didn't keep flashing like this, because it like takes a while between each flash, so like if you want to glance down there real quick, it doesn't really work because you have to like watch the screen for a second or two before you get the information you need out of it. But yeah, this thing floated away. This looks orbit-like. So at least I'm relatively safe right now. But it looks like I'm gonna drift off. Yeah, I would definitely like if I could see this rather than it blinking on and off like that. I just want to like see it constantly. I'm gonna try to go back to this guy here. I think this might be a... I'm just spinning again, gosh darn it. I think that might be a moon. Yeah, it is. So it'd be nice if... Oh, this is sketchy. Oh no. Be nice if it was easier to tell the difference between things here, probably. I was hoping this thing would catch up to me, but it's not working. I had to speed up a bit so I wouldn't hit the planet here. Okay, it's slowly coming. Slowly but surely. Alright. No, I'm missing. Alright. Oh my gosh, please don't. Oh no. Oh gosh. See, that's too bad, because I had to. It takes so much focus to focus on aiming at the thing. There's really no way for me to like look down here and work out if I was still going to survive and not get too close to the planet or anything. It was just too much to do at once there, so um, unfortunately, that's what happened. So I'll probably go ahead and wrap this up. Been playing for quite a while. Didn't get through all the levels. This was the third one, I think, out of 6, I think was mentioned, so didn't get to see what else you had in store, but it's definitely very interesting. It wasn't what I was expecting at all. It definitely feels really cool, despite being very difficult and often disorienting, and just in general, it kind of like makes doing seemingly simple tasks pretty hard. And that can be pretty frustrating. It's kind of hard to consistently be successful in my run here. I've been playing for quite a while and only got through the first 2 missions and not this one. So I don't know, it's kind of a tricky thing. I'm sure there are ways that would make it more accessible for sure. But some of these things are just kind of tricky by nature, I think. But yeah, I mean, if I was making this, I wouldn't aim to make it to oversimplify everything, because I think that's part of the interest in the game is kind of how complex the controls are to some degree. But I would think about making it a little easier to pull off the things that you need to, and just giving you the kind of information you need and everything like that. Trajectory line down here that was kind of flashing a lot wasn't really giving me a I guess a constant feedback. Another thing is, honestly, I think like the information that you're showing down here, like this screen is kind of cool because it looks neat, and it's sort of like, I don't know if it's supposed to represent radiation or something. That's kind of neat as a mini map. But where it's showing like this trajectory and things like that, I wonder if you could just like show those on the main screen here instead. It would be much easier than having to try and divide your attention between these things, because all these little adjustments that you're making seem to have like really big consequences if you if you make mistakes, and if you don't react to things in time. You don't have a lot of time to react to things when you're flying towards a planet really fast or something. It's not exactly a slow-paced game because you're constantly adjusting yourself and everything. So that's something I would consider. I think that would make it a lot more playable. You could see that kind of information on the screen here. Just kind of layer things so that you don't have to divide your attention as much, and then I think that would add a lot in terms of making it more playable. Apart from that, I mean, hopefully you could kind of glean from my experience here whatever you needed to know. I didn't like the rotation because, like I mentioned, you're just constantly fighting with it. It's obviously not realistic to have like drag that would slow your rotation down, but I think if you added that in for the sake of gameplay, it would probably be just a lot less annoying and frustrating. I didn't really end up using the feature that kind of tilts the camera when you zoom all the way in. Not really. I think it's kind of neat, but I don't know if it would have been useful to me. Maybe it would have. I think it's a cool idea anyways. I thought it was really cool when I saw that at first, because it was just kind of unexpected to have that kind of view in a what was sort of like a top-down game, and then you have sort of a perspective view. You do that, it just looked really cool, especially when you're like in the beginning when you showed it, where you're kind of flying straight towards the planet, but then you had to like adjust yourself downwards, and it just looked cool from that view. So in general, I think it's really cool. Kind of the concept of the game, it just feels like sort of sim-ish without as much of the complexity. So that's kind of cool. It's got some atmosphere, and in terms of what would make it more interesting for, I know you kind of asked for like some original idea or something that would add more to it. I'm sure there's tons of stuff you could do. Right now, I kind of feel like making the core controls and gameplay flow a bit better and be a bit more accessible kind of takes priority over that stuff. So it's the sort of thing where if all of that felt better to me, I'd probably feel better about making suggestions about stuff to add on top of the game. So that's what I would suggest. Just consider that. I mean, obviously, if you're better at the game than I am, then you're probably going to have a better time of it. There's nothing wrong with making difficult games, but definitely think it felt pretty awkward in some cases, and other times it's like when I kind of when I wasn't making as many mistakes, I guess, leading up to something, it was kind of like things were going pretty smoothly, but once you kind of got out of whack, it's like everything kind of, you lose control of things pretty fast. So definitely interesting. I definitely like the idea of having that trajectory line, whatever it was, like being on the screen here, though. I think that would make a big difference. So hopefully this is useful feedback. I'm sure there's all sorts of things you could do to improve upon what you have here, but I did like the idea of it a lot. So hopefully you found this useful. Definitely let me know if you have any more questions or anything. I'd be happy to get back to you. So that being said, I'm going to wrap this up, and I will see you guys in the next one.